right, welcome back. So, out of those questions about Dan, you should have picked out that the reason that he was seeing all the blood and hearing the voice of his brother is that was the guilt that was really gnawing at him inside. All he could do was think about the crime. And so, because he was thinking about it so much, he started to actually see it, or he started to think that he was seeing it in real life. But it wasn't there. The same thing is true about our narrator in Telltale Heart. So, as I read paragraph 16 out loud, be listening and looking for examples of the narrator's guilt in this paragraph. No doubt I now grew very pale, but I talked more fluently and with a heightened voice. Yet the sound increased. And what could I do? It was a low, dull, quick sound, much such a sound as a watch makes when enveloped in cotton. I gasped for breath, and yet the officers heard it not. I talked more quickly, more vehemently, but the noise steadily increased. I arose and argued about trifles in a high key and with violent gesticulations, but the noise steadily increased. Why would they not be gone? I paced the floor to and fro with heavy strides, as if excited to fury by the observations of the men, but the noise steadily increased. Oh God, what could I do? I foamed, I raved, I swore. I swung the chair upon which I had sat and grated it upon the boards, but the noise arose over all and continually increased. It grew louder, 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 and still the men chatted pleasantly and smiled. Was it possible they heard not? Almighty God, no, no, they heard, they suspected, they knew. They were making a mockery of my horror. This I thought, and this I think. But anything was better than this agony. Anything was more tolerable than this derision. I could bear those hypocritical smiles no longer. I felt that I must scream or die. And now again, hark! Louder, louder, louder. Villains, I shrieked. Disassemble no more. Disassemble no more. I admit the deed. Tear up the planks. Here, here. It is the beating of his hideous heart. All right, below, answer the question about how do you see the narrator's guilt in this paragraph.